big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tariq Woolen in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll audible to something else. Watson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Alontae Taylor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up a throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pack the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Isaiah Rodgers. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 out the gate?
Yeah, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And bulldozing his way through. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go, street. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Richardson's throw held in by Washington.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Through one corner, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Bills 14, Eagles 7.
Ready? 2nd down and 8.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Ready? Hurt! 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther Street, Panther Street.
Robinson will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Taken down back at the 42.
Here's Watson now on second down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Levante David in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Now that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
Ready, set.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Hyatt goes in motion left. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Mustang 19.
3rd and long for Richardson. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Hey, smash circle.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Completes it again to Doubs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Okay, ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They go play action with Richardson. Flush to his right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting them.
Well, he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Anthony Richardson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Ready?
Richardson to the air on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Fix the eagle. Fix the eagle.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now 2nd and 5.
Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Back to the air with Richardson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Let's go now.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go check.
Richardson working from the gun. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
4th and short, and in this part of the field, you just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, watch the fake. But Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly...
And now Watson throws another interception.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Richardson looking to throw this. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7. Robinson up the middle. And some strong running. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Go, take it to the house.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here...
And my goodness, another interception. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. 2nd down, here's Richardson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Pierce in motion left.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Mevis knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers they've had.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Juju Brents.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Richardson off the play fake. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Mevis knocks this one through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Check up.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick.
And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, check that. Street.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
63 yards.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Rattler.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Ready.
Richardson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Flushed out right.
Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Alec Pierce, 38 yards. And the Bills are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Miles Murphy, he's the one who got in there and hit him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Watson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental.
And my goodness, another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Touchdown! Alec Pierce with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And now here's another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their route.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
A give left side to Robinson.
Evades him at the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
142 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
just add to their totals.
We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Richardson will throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try.
74, Eagles 7.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay,